Am I the asshole for wanting space after our daughter eloped? I, 47M, and my wife, 53F, are having some troubles and a friend suggested posting here. Our daughter Tony, 24, decided to elope and we found out through a Facebook post. We always had a good relationship, so this was a huge shock to us. It hurt us a lot that she didn't even tell us she was going to marry or that we could see her get married at all. It also doesn't help that who she married we met once and only dated for a year. Both my wife and I are hurt. We saw Tony today and told her we needed some space. She seemed shocked and asked why. We told her it's because we are hurt that she eloped. Tony got mad and told us that it was her wedding and she can do what she wants. My wife told her yes, it's her wedding, but there are still consequences with her eloping. Tony called us unsupported jerks and left. Edit some common questions. We are close, we get dinner every weekend and she picked an apartment that was close to us so she could see us more. We met the guy 2 months ago, he is fine. We invited him back multiple times but he works at the hospital so his schedule isn't normal. We just want a few weeks to process this, feelings, and not go to dinner for a bit. Just some space. I am going to be downvoted. You are allowed to be hurt and allowed to want space. Your daughter hurt you even if she didn't mean to. It sucks not to see your kid get married or find out on Facebook. If you need space then take it. Nah. Edit. I am close to NTA though. Only thing stopping me is I don't know Tony's complete side, but damn, Facebook was harsh. Why do I feel there is so much left unsaid? And yet there seem to be breadcrumbs. A good relationship, but found out through Facebook. The who she married, we only met one, they only dated a year. I am sensing negative judgment here. There are consequences, this reeks of punishment. You have a right to your feelings, but if in the future you want a relationship with your daughter and her family, y'all might ask yourself why she felt the need to marry without your attendance, input, or even knowledge. A reflection of this might bring you closer to understanding of the situation. I can't really render judgment, because this just screams missing reasons. It's extremely unusual for someone to just elope and not tell their parents about it, unless something is seriously off about the parent-child relationship. The parents don't approve of the spouse, or someone has social anxiety or something. However, I do question whether you genuinely need space, or you are distancing yourself from your daughter to punish her for hurting your feelings. It's kind of ludicrous to tell a self-supporting 24-year-old that there are consequences for anything. Are you sure you've come to terms with the fact that she's an adult? Maybe that's why she eloped. Good luck with that approach, anyway. She's more likely to just shrug her shoulders and go on with her life. Info, good, relationship, but you didn't know she was gonna get married and wasn't told? What are you leaving out? There's gotta be more to this. Not the asshole, but you're not going to get any sympathy here. Am I the asshole hates weddings and is going to make y'all into assholes over something that's absolutely reasonable to be upset over? Not the asshole. Your wife sounds smart. I'm surprised you guys asked for space instead of talking to her and explaining to her that you're hurt because she got married without even telling you guys. You missed a big moment for her and you're her parents. As if she didn't trust you enough or didn't consider your feelings. Hopefully her marriage turns out well. Am I the asshole for not keeping our home in pristine magazine condition? My 34 female partner, 36 male, gets absolutely hostile towards me about the condition of the interior of our home. He is unhappy with my housekeeping and calls me all sorts of names when he gets upset. He wants an old-fashioned wife stays-at-home relationship, which I would be fine with, if he made enough money to support our non-extravagant lifestyle on his income. Which he can't. The result is now I have a job. We only have one vehicle and live about 20 miles out of the main city. Because of this we have to carpool together. This carpooling has become extremely inconvenient because his workday starts well in advance of my workday. Think leaving the house 2.5 hours earlier and getting home 2.5 hours later, and has me gone from the house for 15 hours a day 5 days a week. When I get home I am tired, both physically and mentally. I have enough energy to cook dinner and then basically I fall asleep. We have both had an unfortunate string of events unfold over the past year that has left us both battling depression. He acts like the only thing that could possibly make him happy is a clean house. I think I might be the asshole here because I think that this is not true because everything in his life seems to make him angry and depressed, and if I could somehow find the time to clean the house without him messing it back up, he would just find something else to blame all of his anger and frustration on. So please, wise Reddit Kingdom, please tell me, am I the asshole? Not the asshole, but you do realize that he's deliberately and with calculated malice setting you up to fail? That way you'll always be at fault in the relationship. Even now it's to the point that he's acting with such calculated unfairness that anyone would notice that he's the problem. And you're asking if you're how has he led you to believe his laziness is your fault? By the way, I doubt extremely that he wants a traditional marriage. If he did, he'd work longer hours so you could stay home. That's what traditional marriage entails. He just wants to load you up with work, then criticize you when you can't give 150% when he's giving 50%. Edited for egregiously wrong word usage. He's working and you're working. Why is it your responsibility to keep the house pristine? Why are you the one cooking dinner? Not the asshole. Not the asshole. He's an adult and can take care of himself. If he wants a pristine house, he can help with cleaning it. In the meantime, I'd try to find another way to work. Your partner sounds incredibly toxic. Not the asshole. Leave him for a while. Go visit a friend or family. Then tell your partner that he is welcome to call a maid service. I think the issue runs deeper than a clean house. Something more is going on and he may need counseling. He may clean the damned house himself. As for you, try to get a car and be more independent from him. He sounds toxic. Not the asshole. You're both away just as much. If he thinks the most important thing is a clean house, he should make sure to clean. Am I the asshole for not changing my dress, that the bride picked out, at my brother's wedding? My, 19 female, brother and his, now, wife got married last month and apparently I caused an issue so disastrous that it's being talked about a month later. I'm not super close with my brother's wife, Jess, but close enough that we talk sometimes. I hate wearing dresses due to personal issues, so Jess helped me pick one that was in my style and comfort. It was a dark green dress with black lace covering it and spaghetti straps. Jess said I could wear Doc Martens and keep my piercings in. I only have like 5. Looking at myself all dolled up was the first time in forever that I actually liked my appearance. Everything is fine until the reception. My brother comes up to me and tells me I need to change. I ask why. He says Jess is upset that I've upstaged her. I was super confused she picked the dress. I asked what the issue is. Well, apparently the dress is more fitted than Jess initially realized, and was feeling insecure about her body. Here's where I might be the asshole. I refused to get changed. I told my brother he's marrying a model, not that they can't have insecurities, but that I'm sure my 5 feet 1,180 pounds self looks like a goblin next to her. He told me to get changed or leave. I ended up sitting outside the venue with all the stoners, so I had a fun time anyway. It's been a month and my brother still isn't over it. He called me selfish, even though I left. I tried to apologize to Jess, but she told me not to worry about it, but her tone also seems like she's annoyed. The kicker is Jess' aunt has been making comments about it online, which hasn't made things any easier. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. She literally picked out the dress for you. Just because you looked better in it than she thought you would doesn't give her the right to try and have you change. Not the asshole, you wore the dress that she picked and also technically complied with your brother's ridiculous request to leave the wedding. They both need to get over it. Hi everyone, just a reminder. 1. Jess picked the dress for me to wear. I wore it. 2. She had my brother ask me to change or leave. I did not have a change of clothes, so I left. 3. You are beaching about me even though I did everything she asked. Seems like I'm not the problem here, but Jess and you just might be. Copy and paste as needed. Not the asshole, she picked it. In real life, you don't get to change your mind and make everyone change for you because your feelings are hurt. She didn't like that you looked too good at her wedding. That's horrible. Did she pick something that she thought would look bad or mediocre on you? Not the asshole. You can't control how she feels on a day that literally everyone is gathered to celebrate her and your brother. Good for you for sticking up for yourself and having fun with the stoners. Victory hand, medium skin tone. Not the asshole, she picked the outfit for you. And in what should you change at the venue? Your underwear, the outfits of personal there? Am I the asshole for returning a product 3 times? I decided to grab a quick bite of fast food with my daughter. She decided to go for a small meal and, because it was hot outside, she went for a milkshake to go with it. The food was all good, or at least good for fast food standards. But when taking a first sip of her milkshake, she said it tasted weird. I took a sip, and while it at first tasted like the banana flavor she picked, it had a very weird, chemical aftertaste. I have never had a soap milkshake, but that is how I would imagine that would taste. I returned it, mentioning the taste. We got a new one, and sat back down. This time I took the first sip, and again it had the same taste. I am now wondering if there is something wrong with the machine or if it is intended to taste like that. So I go back to ask, and offer for them to taste. They refuse and just give me another again, and it again had the same taste. Now one does decide to taste and he goes, "Oh, that is probably just residue from the cleaning product we use for the machine. It is safe for consumption." I am just shocked and tell them that I think it is unacceptable to feed customers food contaminated with any kind of cleaning product, even if it is fit for human consumption. In return I get called an entitled Karen, and I should not be asking for the same thing 3 times only to return it while there is no reason it is inedible. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. Chemical flavoring isn't nice. I myself am the kind of trash that just sucks it up and has it anyway because what is self-preservation? But you're not the asshole for not wanting to drink it and returning it 3 times when there was no improvement. Not the asshole. Edible just means it won't kill you. Not the asshole. It is against the law to serve food contaminated with cleaning products, no matter what the product is. Call the health inspection department on them and see how fast their attitudes change. Edit. Holy shit you guys. Thank you for 1K upvotes. I had no idea this answer would blow up so much. Not the asshole. If it doesn't taste as intended, who cares if the cleaning product is edible? Oh, that is probably just residue from the cleaning product we use for the machine. It is safe for consumption. WHAT they called you a Karen for not accepting that their food had so much cleaning chemical left that you could taste it? Who does that? Not the asshole. Honestly, if it's a Karen they want, I'd give it to them. Make them bring in the manager and the owner and the fucking food safety board if I have to. In what kind of world is it okay to make people pay for a chemical milkshake? Not the asshole you have legal rights to return the product.